Hello. One, I have just decided that I want to get another one of these doohickeys because the angle that this is at is great for lots of things, but what it's not great for is for me talking to the camera and not looking fat. I mean, I'm fat. I mean, it's who I am. I'm a chubby person. But, you know, we don't kind of point that out all the time, right? Anyways, that's not what I wanted. What I wanted to tell you right now is that I'm in the car because I moved my fucking Jeep because this is hurting my arm, so you're just gonna have to look at my chin. Sorry, I apologize. Okay, there we go. I'm moving my car because Dan said something to Filer the other day about it, and I don't know if that's because someone said something to Dan because he works there or what, but it's just always in their parking lot. But Filer said he doesn't think it's an issue just because they know that, like, the customers of the bar and the Manor Place and all this other shit, that they park next, like, literally next to his house and in front of his house all the time, to the point where he has to park elsewhere. So, like, I don't know. I guess it's not anything to worry about, apparently, is what he said. But I'm in my car because he wants me to move it and put it where he normally parks, just in case, like, someone does have an issue. Oh my god, I look like I didn't do my makeup today. Ugh. Anyways. So I'm moving my car just so I can put it in his spot, just so that it doesn't become an issue, is what he said. But, like, this is the second time, though, that, like, okay, in this case, it's supposedly because they didn't say anything. Supposedly it's just because Father wants to prevent them from saying anything to him. Which I get. It's annoying that I always park there. But I only park there because when I parked down the street, there was a fucking note on my car because the guy doesn't want me to park there because of doctor's appointments that happen. Which is fine, and I get it, because I used to take my Nana to the doctor, and she was older, and she needed, you know, she's not the best walker. I mean, now she's in a home. But, like, she wasn't the best walker at the time. So, like, I get it. I get that that could be an issue for someone who's older. The problem is that I have is that the entire street is never parked up. Which means that the people who park there on that road literally only park there. That the house that yelled at me about it literally might park there on that street, on the road, right there. Maybe 5 times since I've been fucking basically living here. So it just pisses me off that, like, if I were to move in with Filer, where I park is so important. Now, we don't live together. But I live there literally 90% of the time. And so the fact that people are that grimy over a parking spot, like, I told the guy, I wrote back and I was like, if that's the problem, if you really need a handicapped spot and they really need help, then you should put a handicapped spot here. You can do that. You can go to the township and you could tell them why you need one, and they could put one in for you. I don't know how long it takes. I don't know what the rules are for it or whatever. But, like, again, he yelled at Filer before for parking down there. So it's not that. He's just finding an excuse to give me so that I don't park there for days on end. Which is fine, I get it, because I don't work, so my car sits places for multiple days. But, like, that's, again, if I lived here and I was a stay-at-home mom and I only left the house to take my kid to school or to pick up groceries and da-da-da, again, that's not anybody's fucking concern, and they shouldn't give a shit where I park. It pisses me off that people are grimy about shit like parking spaces. And if it was like they were snowing, they were like removing snow constantly from that spot, and then I went in there and I parked in it and I was an asshole, then, like, yeah, be pissed. You know what I mean? Like, then you have a right to be pissed. Otherwise, you're just being grimy about a parking spot that doesn't even exist because you barely use it as a parking spot. He literally parks his car elsewhere. I think he has his own driveway that he parks in, or his own garage or something, because, again, they do not park on the street 98% of the time. And again, I understand if they have an elderly person and they don't want me to park by the gate or by the steps, but I wasn't, as far as I remember, parked by either of those. And again, though, it's just another extra 3 steps. And where does this guy want me to park if I move in? That's what I should have asked him. I should have been like, look, I basically live here, so where do you think would be an acceptable place for me to park? Because I can't park next to the neighbor that's directly next to Filer, because that girl yells at him too about where he parks. These people are so grimy. Like, I just don't understand how you could be that pissed off about a fucking parking spot. Like, again, I would get it if they parked there every day. The problem is that these people don't park there. They all have garages or driveways or something that they're parking in that they're not parked there. It's not like I'm going there and taking a spot that I seen is that's taken every day. No, literally no one parks there. You're just being grimy because supposedly you have someone elderly there that has to go to appointments, which again, if that's true, get a spot. If that's not true, suck it the fuck up and let people park there. Or 3, just tell me not to park by like the walkway so that she could walk out and get to that car easily. But again, I looked. Don't bullshit a bullshitter. That's what I'm telling you. You think that I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, but I do. Just because I'm fucking some naive person who drives some yellow Jeep and gets fucking fucked off in life does not mean... I didn't even think about how close my radio was to you. I think you should be fine without hearing it, but I did turn it down a little bit more. Hopefully it's quiet enough. My problem is like, don't be fucking dumb. Don't bullshit a bullshitter. Don't fucking make up lies. Say the truth. Say you don't want someone to park here, and then tell me what it is. Or say, like, just don't park here, just don't park in front of the doorway because she needs to, she, I don't know who the elderly person is, needs to walk. Or again, do what I say and get a fucking handicapped spot if that's true. But again, I don't fucking believe them. The people that are in this world, man, like, that's what brings out this kind of person to me. I honestly try not to hate people. I try not to, let everybody do their own thing. Just because I don't agree with it, just because they don't agree with me, like, I don't care. Like, move on. It's not a big fucking issue. The problem is that these motherfuckers, oh my fucking god, are they motherfuckers? End of story. Like, these people in the world. So, like, again, as far as I know, the bar place didn't say anything to Filer about us not parking there. I think maybe Dan was just saying it because he just doesn't want it to be an issue. Maybe he did hear something and doesn't want it to be an issue. Maybe he just wants me not to park there so I'm out of the house more permanently. I don't know. He says he likes me, but who knows? Everybody lies to your face, honestly. So, who the fuck knows? It's just annoying. It's just annoying that, like, anybody could take a parking spot or a parking lot seriously. In the parking lot, I park in the back, and I try to park in the spots that are most snow, because when it does snow, I'm staying there, obviously. I'm not digging my fucking car out of snow. Fuck off. You drive over it, and it will melt away. There's literally, like, there's not enough that, like, I have to shovel it out. So that's not happening. Anyways, I'm just trying to kill some time so that it doesn't look like I literally just left the house just to repark my car elsewhere, because that's also weird. Although talking to my phone is weird, although someone could think that I'm on the phone right now and having just like a FaceTime conversation, which, like, we'll just pretend that that's what's happening here. I came here though also because it's a parking spot at the Ironton Trail, so like I can also spin the... Hi, I fucked up. I went to go spin and it stopped my camera from recording, I think. So I can't do that while I'm recording a video, apparently. That's ridiculous. Anyways, I do plan on making another unboxing video because I do have 2 things to unbox right now. I just haven't gotten there yet because life has been kind of a disaster. I went online the other day because I have no choice but to get a fucking job. This car payment that I have it's too much fucking money. I have no choice. YouTube, even if YouTube was a fucking viable career option, like, you see Shane and you see freaking Jeffrey and all of them, like, that kind of shit, it takes years, it takes time, it takes dedication. So until I can do all that, it is what it is. I have to get a fucking real job. And the only thing that's going to be decent enough that I think would be, because part-time is a FedEx job and my cousin works there, so at least I'd be going into a job where someone works, which makes me feel a little bit better with my anxiety. Like, if you guys knew, like, I'm going to do it right now, it's so annoying, but, like, just that aspect of something new and social situations and all that stuff, I don't know why it's such a big issue for me. It's annoying. But I don't like any of it. I don't like filling out applications. I don't like going to new places. I don't like meeting new people. If I'm out of the house for, like, more than 4 hours and, like, dealing with people, I feel like I just become a bitch unless I smoke a fucking joint, honestly. It sounds horrible. I just feel drained when I'm around people. That's literally how I feel. I feel fucking drained. Like, it takes all the fucking energy out of me and I can't fucking do anything to fix it. I don't know. It is what it is. Ignore my tears. Anyways, I went online to fill out an application for there. Forgot my password and got locked out, so I couldn't fill one out anyways. And then yesterday was just so hectic that I didn't do it. I don't have that much weed right now, so I'm waiting until I get weed to fill it out, because again, as you just seen, this is what happens. I start crying and I get worked up, and I don't know what I'm so nervous about. Like, you've worked at a job before, you've met new people before, you've done this before. Like, at the very least, I can at least hope that the next job will be nicer, and even if it's not, they fucking pay more. So again, why am I so scared of everything? I don't fucking know. I'm such a pansy. I don't even know what pansy means. I just say it because I've heard it. But it's better than me saying the P word. I guess I curse anyways, so I guess it doesn't matter. I have to decide what I'm going to do. And cursing will probably be one of them, even if that means that little kids can't see it, which is probably a good thing. You don't need to let kids see someone crying about their anxiety. That's not fucking healthy. Also, that's not really what this is for. It wasn't made for kids. I do have nieces and nephews, and well, yeah, you know what? I do kind of have nieces now because Avery is here. So yeah, I have Ripley, I have Avery, I have Caleb, Wyatt, I have Caden, Javen, Kaylina. So like, I don't see all my nieces and nephews on a regular basis. None of them are actually technically full-blown related to me. Well, Ripley, but even technically, my sister is my half-sister. So like, but even so, like, that's the only like actual blood. Holly isn't related to me. Kayla isn't related to me. Cheyenne is my cousin. Could be my sister. That's a whole nother thing. But so we're kind of also related, and even if she is my cousin, Avery, I'm not gonna call her, what would she be, like my second? I'm not gonna call her that. I'm not gonna call her anything weird. I'm not gonna call her like a second cousin or another cousin or anything cousin. She's just gonna be my niece. She's littler than me, she's younger than me, and I love her like, you know, I love my nieces and nephews. I don't see my niece all the time, my actual niece Ripley, just because we don't get along. I don't know. We just don't. The attitude that she has is not something I can handle. I can handle kids being bad for the most part. I just can't handle attitudes. I don't know what I'm gonna do if I have a daughter, because the attitude is what kills me. Because I remember being little, and I remember giving my mom an attitude sometimes. I didn't like walking in the heat. I was whiny. I didn't like being like, I was very used to being the center of attention. So like when we were around other kids, I didn't like them being the center. I know all those things. I'm not dumb. I'm not oblivious. Like, I don't remember all of my childhood. I don't remember all the good and bad I did. But like, I remember some of my shitty personality. But the difference is that like, I feel like I never, or I don't remember ever disrespecting my mom or my dad in such a way that like it was uncontrollable. Like, I never hit my mom. I never hit my dad. I never, like, maybe I cursed at them a couple times when I was older and a teenager, you know what I mean, and got pissy and whatever. But like, never to the point where I think my parents thought, oh my God, she's the worst kid and she's so out of control. Like, I was never like that. And sometimes I just feel like Ripley can get out of control. So I avoid it. It's not because I don't love her, because I love her. It's just that kind of behavior it makes me then act a certain way that I don't like in myself, because then I'm mad at her and I'm like, I don't fucking understand why you're acting like this. Like, I'm not doing anything wrong to you. I'm just trying to be an adult and give you advice and whatever, help you learn or help you do this, that, or the other thing. Like, I'm not trying to be an asshole. I don't know, but she'll come at me like I'm trying to be an asshole, which is why, like, I just stay away from the situation. Plus, like, me and my sister don't always see eye to eye either. Like, we get into fights, and they always turn into, like, big fights. And then I stay away. Because, like, every time we fight, I just feel like she immediately digs for my jugular and puts me down. And, like, anytime that I tell her stuff, I'm not trying to put her down. I'm trying to help her. I'm trying to help with whatever the situation is. I'm trying to make her see, like, this, that, or the other thing. Like, I'm not trying to be degrading or anything. But, like, if we fight, the first thing she'll go to is, like, oh, well, you're selfish, or you're self-centered, or you're spoiled, or this, that, or the other thing. And, like, I don't get it. I get it. Like, I get that I have my dad to help me out and all this stuff. And, like, I'm sorry that she doesn't have that. But it's not like he's never helped her out. Like, I know for a fact he's given her money, like, $1,000 at a time. So, like, maybe not $1,000 at a time, but, like, You know what but I mean hunks of money at a time. Like, he's not just helping me. He has helped her. It's just not maybe in in giant things that she wants, I don't know, help with. I don't know what it is. I don't know what the problem is. The same thing with birthdays. Like, my dad isn't big on birthdays or holidays. The only reason why they're a big deal is because I make them a big deal. I make sure that people make sure that my birthday is a big deal, essentially. Like, this is my birthday week. We will be celebrating. And then it moves based on when dad could get vacation and when I could get vacation. But I don't know. I don't know why she feels neglected. I don't know if it's just because, again, like, I tried to explain to her the birthday thing. Like, sorry that we went to Knoebels on your birthday, but that doesn't change that the next day we could have celebrated her birthday. She's not really into Knoebels, as far as I can tell, because half the time she's just running around with Ripley so Ripley could do things. And, like, dad doesn't want to pay for her and another child to come with. We don't pay for Big Bird or anybody to come with us. Like, it's just me and mom. And then to pay for her and then Ripley. And then Mandy doesn't really like to go on rides because they upset her stomach, which is fine. But, like, and if she wanted to go, she could just say, like, hey, could I go with you guys? And then that would be the end. And then it could have been, like, a birthday thing for both of us. But Knoebels has always been a birthday thing for me and mom. It's where I like to go. I like to go to Knoebels and I like to go to the lake. Those are the two places that I like to go. But, like, unless she makes it a point, like, the way that I celebrate birthdays is per household. And she lives with her daughter. So, like, you celebrate your birthday with your daughter on that day. Maybe go have dinner. Maybe go do whatever. And then, like, I'll see you on that Saturday. And if you want us to do something with you the day of your birthday, then you just have to let me know. Or if you wanted to go to Knoebels, you have to let us know. Like, we don't know. I just assume she doesn't want to go because she doesn't like being on the rides. And I assume that dad doesn't want to pay for her and Ripley. If it was just, like, maybe one or the other, it wouldn't be so bad because, you know, right? I mean, if I had a kid and I brought my kid, I would imagine that I'm responsible for my kid to be paid for, I imagine. So, like, I don't know. Dad pays for me, but that's my birthday thing. That's, like, my main birthday present, I guess you would say, is that we're going to Knoebels. So, I don't know. I'm not saying that my parents never treated her differently or never treated me differently. I don't know. Like, maybe my dad did. I wasn't there. Like, I mean, I guess really I was there, but I don't remember any of that. And, like, our parents are also a mess. And also we're going through their own shit and still are. We're all individual people. We don't do anything perfectly. So, like, when someone does fuck up, which is bound to happen, you just have to try to keep your calm and explain to them why you're hurt or why you're upset, and then, like, try to resolve it or figure out how it would be resolved. And I just feel like with me and her, it's always like, we'll just brush this under the rug and act like it never happened. But, like, even to this day, there's stuff that, like, makes me mad. Like, one time we were in the car and she was like, I don't understand why your anxiety is so bad because you don't have a daughter. Like, I didn't have anxiety until you had a kid. Well, until she had a kid, which is fine. And it doesn't make me mad. It just makes me be like, I can't help who I am. Like, a kid, caring for a kid is not what gives me anxiety. What gives me anxiety is, I don't know. I was just born this way. I don't know how I became like this, but my whole mom's side has anxiety. My dad, I don't know what he has, but I'm pretty sure, like, depression at times, anger issues at times. Like, this is just me projecting on other people. But, like, whatever the case may be, I don't fucking know what it is. But the point is like, we're all fucking different. We all fucking make mistakes. We're all gonna disagree on things. You just have to, like, move on from it. And, like, I understand that I just always had anxiety. I used to cry every day before the first day of school. Every year, first day of school, I would just bawl my eyes out before I went to school. Like, it's just who I am. Every fucking year, it didn't matter. Same kids, same school, it didn't fucking matter. 10th grade was the only grade that I was in a different school, and I went to Northampton that year because at the time, my best friend at the time went to that school, and we moved into Northampton because we got kicked out of our apartment. It's another long story of people. But, I don't know. I just don't. It's just who I've always been. I cried when I had to do my graduation projects because I had so much anxiety shit that by the time it was near end, I just I was a mess. I just bawled my eyes out. It just, that kind of shit gives me anxiety. Putting a kid in front of the class and making them do that stuff by themselves, it's fucked up. If you want them to do presentations and stuff like that so they can work on social anxiety and they can work on that kind of shit, that's great. But like maybe slowly put them into it and have them work on a group project where you know the whole group is going to present. Because I'm not uncomfortable in situations like that, like kinda, but I'm usually better with a person. It makes me feel more comfortable. It makes me feel like I can express myself a little bit easier, and even if I get judged, it doesn't matter because I have someone with me. It doesn't make sense, but it's literally how my brain works. I've had anxiety forever. I worry about everything. I worry about the future for me. I worry about my past. I worry about the present. I worry about my mom, my dad, even Mandy sometimes, Ripley. I know she doesn't think that I do, but like, yeah, like all, like my first will thing that I made at work, like I had Mandy on one of the tiers on one of the levels if I died, like, because like I didn't want her to be left with just Ripley and no money, but she has people that helps her out regardless if she thinks she does or not. Like Denny's mom has helped her so much. Maybe not so much anymore, but in the past I know she has. I know my dad has. I've tried here and there. Like mom babysits when she can, and like that's fine. It's just certain things that like you do, like okay, like my thing with Holly is like I'll babysit her kids, but like if I'm doing it for more than like 3 days, you're gonna have to pay me or I'm not doing it. I'm sorry, but like I can help someone out, but to an extent. At an extent, like throw me fucking $20, because at this point that's 3 days that I've wasted an all day thing to watch your kids. You know what I mean? Like, and I understand she doesn't have the money, but neither do I. Like, be fucking thankful that I'm watching your kid, like that you're not taking it to daycare or somewhere that it would cost you like how much fucking money. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so again, I see both sides of the coin, but like as I see it is like it's not going to kill anyone to give you $20. You know what I mean? For helping them out. And if you help them out more than one time, or if you use gas, or there's a certain like extent where just saying thank you isn't enough. Now, like, you know, give me $20 for my time once in a while. You know what I mean? Like, oh, do you think I'm grimy? I don't know. People, maybe you do, maybe you don't. I honestly don't give a shit. I think that's fair. If I had a kid, if I have a daughter, and my mom's watching her more than multiple times a day, like, which hopefully by then she has a job, or at least a part-time job, so she can learn to be somewhat independent. It's another problem us girls have in this family is independency and staying independent. Although in my defense, I had a fucking 40-hour-a-week job, okay? I just could not, feasibly, it was not logical for me to move out and pay all that extra money to move out. And pay for my car. I wouldn't have been able to afford it. I didn't make enough fucking money at that job. It was impossible. That job was made for someone who has a fucking rich husband already. And I do not. So, fuck it. Plus, honestly, like, the amount of times that they treated me like shit or said things to me that I felt were unfucking necessary, fuck it. You know what I mean? Like, it was great. I'm glad they took me when I didn't have a job. I'm glad they gave me a fucking chance. And not everybody there was an asshole. Lori was like my fucking work mom. Donna was nice most of the time. Like, so not everyone was an asshole. Don't get me wrong. But, like, enough people were grimy or took way too long to be nice enough to me that I felt like, oh, okay, I could stay here and not strangle myself. You know what I mean? Like, but just in general, like, fuck off. Like, I smoked weed. Like, I did my fucking job most of the time. And yeah, sometimes I fucked off, but like, it's not like you guys never fuck off. Like, it's ridiculous that you would get fired over weed when I'm sitting at a desk and I'm doing my fucking job. If I fucked up and they thought weed was the cause, I could get it. But it's not. It's not the cause. Weed literally calms me down. I didn't smoke any today, i.e. why I'm going on a rant. I didn't smoke any today, but in general, it helps me. Like, it helps me calm the fuck down. And, like, you want to send me to jail for that? So be it. You want to fucking not have me work here because of that? So be it. Then I don't want to work for you. I know that medical marijuana doesn't make it that people have to hire you. They can still say no. And I'm fine with that because I don't want to work for anybody, honestly, that's like, oh my God, you smoke weed, you're the devil. Like, no, it helps me. It's either that or anxiety meds or I fucking commit suicide. Honestly, those are all the options that have, I don't know, been on my mind. I'm gonna open up this apple juice because I'm fucking thirsty, because I'm rambling. This video is now almost 20 fucking minutes long. Anyway, so I'll end it soon. I want to spin this and go back home because I have to go back home. I have shit to do. And even if I don't have shit to do, I should do shit. And I have to make another YouTube video. If me unboxing stuff and me just rambling again, because don't you guys love when I do that? That's from Bunny. I used to watch Bunny. I don't watch Bunny that much anymore. Just because a lot of her videos are about stuff that I don't care about all the time. So, like, but I should check her out sometimes. I know she does stuff that I would still be into. I know that she, like, expands her horizons a little bit. I've been watching Jeffrey a lot lately, which you wouldn't know because I have no makeup on my face. But I love him so much. I don't know. That's the other thing. Like, you know how people get offended when you call them a pronoun that they don't like? I don't know what kind of pronoun Jeffrey likes. So I feel bad if I say he or she. And I don't know which one. But I honestly don't think that he would care. I don't think he's the type of person that would be offended. And, like, if so, he would tell me and then be like, okay, correct it. And then I would correct it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think he would be an asshole about it. I don't even know. Oh, yeah. Just because I was like, how did I get into this conversation about Jeffrey? I always talk about him. I don't know why. It's because that's literally, I don't have that many friends. So, like, when I watch YouTube, I feel like they're my friends. So, and I watch Jeffrey a lot lately, and Shane, when I can, when he has videos. I know he's been working on big projects lately, so his videos aren't uploaded as, like, frequently as they used to be. And I wish he would just do, like, a slime video sometimes, just because I miss it. It's so stupid, but I don't even make slime. I would if I had a kid, at least once, you know what I mean? Like, maybe have a project with my kid, but I don't make it right now, because it's just going to sit around, and I'm not going to do anything with it. But, in general, I don't know. End of story. I just really like being able to watch people that make me happy. I also have podcasts that make me happy. There's certain TV shows that make me happy. I just try to be surrounded by happiness. Not really, but I do try. Like, honestly, like, I need to be around people who are naturally calm and naturally, like, happy, or a little bit can take me out of my funk, I guess, because I get into funks a lot. You see this giant pimple I still have? Ugh, so ridiculous. Anyways, I should end this because, again, I want to spin and I should go park and go back home. So I'll talk to you guys later. It's apparently, it's only 10 o'clock. Oh, thank God. I thought it was 11. I looked at I never changed the time on my Jeep because, you know, spring is going to happen. So it's just going to be back to the same time. I don't know. So, anyways, that's at 11 though. My phone says 10 and I got nervous for a second that it was already 11. But no, it's only 10. So I still have time. So I'm going to go home and I'm going to do some stuff and then hopefully record a video. That's the end of this. So, toodles.